This is the dawn of a new era in British karting. Over 550 drivers in 12 classes competing for victory over 18 race weekends. This is the Motorsport UK British Kart Championships.
Chris Whitton takes the flag. Going to be enough for Houston.
TKM's next champion.
Making mincemeat and Sackhouse is to win again in TKM Extreme.
The British Kart Championship for TKM, Honda and KZ2 make their long-awaited return to the classic Kimbolton circuit in Cambridgeshire, which, in 2019, is celebrating its 60th anniversary. Few circuits in the UK are more synonymous with TKM karting than Kimbolton, and leading the way in TKM Extreme, with 4 races remaining, is privateer driver James Pashley, who explains just how hard it has been this year to keep his family-run operation ahead of the chasing pack.
Been pretty consistent. I've barely finished out of the top 10 this season, so just kept a cool head, stayed on the track. As long as you're consistent, you get in the top 10, top 5, so yeah, that's probably a key bit of a winning championship at the end of the day.
We will go again. So once again, the starting order, Sparrow and Wadley. Lewis Wadley, he's down in 17th in the championship, but that's because he had to carry a 0 score from round number 2. But he is obviously far more competitive than his championship position suggests. Sparrow, 5th in the standings. James Pashley came into this weekend with a 7-point advantage over Kyle Sproat, with Ryan Cole a further 7 points back, but Pashley has had a good weekend. Sproat and Cole have had a terrible weekend. Lee Whittingham in the number 9 kart looking to pick up good ground as we head off down towards Stowe Corner, through the Willows. It's a good clean start. Oh, in the middle of the pack there's a big spin, and that is, well, the number 6 kart taking evasive action there. That was Sam Fowler, and around is one of the Flex Motorsport karts that has gone around. The leaders are all now down at Weldon's corner. We're coming up the TKM straight, and it looks Adam Sparrow and Alexander Page in the first of the Tim Wilson Motorsport karts running 1 and 2, with Wadley in 3rd position. No, it's Whittingham in 3rd. Whittingham runs 3rd. Lewis Wadley's had a poor start. So it's Sparrow, Page, Whittingham, then Allnut in the number 36 kart, followed by championship leader James Pashley in the number 52. Behind him is the number 29 of Matthew Taylor. Dan McKeown is next. As they head into this, some damage to the number 1 kart of Joe Fowler back in the pack. The number 56 of Jake Campbell-Mills, the kart that spun in the opening lap, causing that concertina effect. But they're coming through Castro Corner now, the leaders, into Kimbolton Corner, and out onto the start-finish straight to complete lap number 2, with Sparrow continuing to lead for the number 71 of Page. Does Page look to the inside as they break for Stowe Corner? The answer is no, he doesn't. Whittingham in 3rd, looking quite aggressive at the moment as they come out of the Willows. Allnut in 4th, there goes Whittingham at the inside of Page, the 2nd at Derricks. So the 2 Talco karts run 1-2. Lee Whittingham only 15 points behind James Pashley at the start of this weekend. Pashley has been piling up the points nicely. Whittingham is gaining ground, especially on Kyle Sproat and Ryan Cole, who are enduring a nightmarish time. Sproat down in 23rd, Cole in 22nd. Cole in the number 48 kart. Sproat in the number 7. Sproat's down to 25th now. The leaders once again through the Derek chicane out towards Weldon's. Of course, the Weldon's family synonymous here at Kimbolton, the Hinks Kart Racing Club. The late Dan Weldon, his mum, the late Sue Weldon, and Clive Weldon, Dan's father, all part of the furniture here at Kimbolton for many, many years. as Matthew Allnutt now looks to the inside of Lee Whittingham for second. So Allnutt, that number 36 card, he's the Tim Wilson Motorsport kart with the black nose cone. He now runs P2. Adam Sparrow spent the entire time in final number 1, nervously looking over his shoulder as the chasing pack inched towards him. Then as soon as they caught him, they seemed to dice amongst themselves and drop away again. The same situation looks like it's happening here, as Whittingham falls back behind Taylor now. Mechanical flag for number 1, Joe Fowler. The defending champion, his title defence is ending with a whimper, not a bang. Through the willows goes Sparrow, head down. Allnutt, Taylor, Whittingham, then Page, Pashley, Wadley, Stockford, Reeves-Smith, McKeown, Moore, Hesketh, Cornell, Brearley, Strong and Sam Fowler in 16th position. Down the TKM straight, all in a line. Nobody looks like they've learnt their lesson from final number 1. Lewis Wadley regains a place. He passes, I think that may have even been James Pashley. Pashley now under pressure for the number 90 kart of Joe Stockford. Pashley doesn't want to lose too much ground, because Lee Whittingham is still quite well placed in that number 9 kart. He's running 4th at the moment. I'm saying that they seem like they've learnt their lesson. They're not letting Sparrow fly the nest, as it were. Excuse the poor pun. But Sparrow, the British Open champion, Ellsworth, that Talco kart, leads them once again into Kestrel Corner. Now around Kimbolton. Across the line, here comes Allnutt. Matthew Allnutt makes his move, under braking for Stowe Corner, takes the lead of the race. 9 3/4 minutes to go. Sparrow slots into second. The 29 of Taylor is third. And then it is the number 9 of Whittingham in 4th. Page, now the second Tim Wilson Motorsport kart in the number 71. He runs in 5th, just behind him, number 98 Precision Racing kart of Lewis Wadley. Then 2 more privateers in the shape of James Pashley in the 52 and Joe Stockford in the number 90. Litchfield Motorsport teammates. They're the 2 bright green and white Tony karts with a yellow stripe down the side. They run 9th and 10th, Joe Reeves-Smith and Harry Moore. There's a move by the 71 of Alexander Page to retake 5th position from Lewis Wadley. Wadley dives straight back up the inside, coming to Derricks to hang on to 5th position. Allnutt and Sparrow trying to work together to push away from Taylor and Whittingham. Out of Weldon's they go. Still, the lead group comprising 16 or 17 drivers. Apart from Joe Fowler, all 33 other drivers are still running, although Jake Campbell-Mills some way behind after his spin on the opening lap. Into Stowe Corner we go, through the willows. This flowing section that leads out onto the Amitsu Straight. Sparrow almost gives the race leader a little bump draft going off into Derricks. Can't. Around Weldon's. And now up the TKM Straight. We haven't seen Allnutt defend yet. Early days. Oh, there's a jink of a move there, and 4th place changes hands. Wadley passing Whittingham. Whittingham now gets shuffled wide by Page. So Lee Whittingham loses 2 places. He's now got James Pashley right behind him. Pashley, that number 52, grey race suit, purple with silver starred coloured crash helmet. He's got Joe Stockford right behind him. Then it's Harry Moore and Joe Reeves-Smith. Behind Reeves-Smith, the number 33 of Michael Cornell, and the number 60 Tim Wilson Motorsport kart of Theo Hesketh. Still Matthew Allnutt leads. Allnutt 7th in the point standings, so out of championship contention, but certainly in with a shot of getting into the top 5. with a few more performances like this. This is round 10 of 12. Down the Hines Straight, into turn number 1, Stowe Corner. And still, Matthew Allnutt cannot shake Adam Sparrow, Matthew Taylor, Lewis Wadley, Alex Page, Lee Whittingham and the rest. Although things have calmed down ever so slightly at the front. Now you can see the top 5. They all probably know they could overtake one another if they wanted to, but that would serve them no purpose when it comes to the business end of this race. We're still just over halfway through this final, and they want to try and break away, and they're doing so. There's a distinctive gap now opening up between the 71 of Alex Page in 5th position and the number 52 of championship leader James Pashley in 6th. And as they break away, by working together, Whittingham in the number 9 cart starts pushing Pashley along with the help of Joe Stockford, Harry Moore, Joseph Reeve-Smith. So the message has been received by the second group of carts. They're getting left behind, so they have now got to work together. So this is a 70 mile an hour high-speed TKM freight train if ever there was one. Across the line, 5.5 minutes to go. Allnutt, Sparrow, Taylor, Wadley and Page, your lead group. Right, left and right through the willows. Behind them, a gap of 1 second to championship leader number 52, James Pashley. He's got Whittingham pushing him along. Behind Whittingham, side by side very briefly, that was Joe Stockford coming in a press from Harry Moore. Stockford holds him off, loses a couple of cart lengths though. Harry Moore has another little look at the inside, but the more that Harry Moore tries to pass and the more that Stockford resists, the further back they fall. Now Adam Sparrow has a look to the inside, going into Stowe Corner, change of lead, Sparrow regains first, and that was Alex Page passing Lewis Wadley for 4th place. At the same time, Allnutt returns the favour going into Derricks, and that gap between the top 5 and the 6th place battle is back to virtually nothing in the blink of an eye. Now you can see Matthew Allnutt starting to check over his shoulder a little bit more often. He wants to see first who is directly behind him, and then he wants to see whether that person has got help. There he goes, he checks the inside just to make sure he doesn't have to cover the defensive line going into turn number 1. He comes out of the willows now, just under 4 minutes remaining. Sparrow tries to give a signal to Allnutt. It says push on. Whether Allnutt received it or not, we don't know. We'll soon find out whether he defends or not coming down this straight. The answer is he doesn't defend, and Sparrow doesn't attack. Kestrel. Oh, but Sparrow now gets past for second place rather, by Matthew Taylor. So the number 29 Talco of Matthew Taylor moves into P2. Wadley and Page continue to squabble over 4th place. They're now losing precious cart lengths to the lead 3. Pashley, Whittingham have caught them, with Stockford, Reeve-Smith, Moore and Hesketh. Theo Hesketh in cart 60, having a very impressive run for Tim Wilson Motorsport. He is there as well in 11th place. Christian Brealey and Ethan Newsham 12th and 13th. Top 12 are more or less together. There's a gap back to Newsham in 13th, Michael Cornell is 14th, Kai Springfield 15th, then Archie Strong, James Ogden, Sam Fowler, Max Goldsmith and Aaron Lask rounds out the top 20. Still Allnutt leads from Taylor and Sparrow. Wadley scrambling, striving, scrabbling to close that gap up to the lead trio and get into the all-important slipstream as we head into the final 2 minutes of this race. Around Weldon's they go, back up towards the paddock now. Through TKM straight, now Kestrel's corner. laser straight. Hard on the brakes, there's the move. Matthew Taylor takes the lead at Kimbolton corner, but Matthew Allnutt gets a great run on the start-finish straight. Taylor's on the outside, Sparrow's going to help Allnutt through. Oh, Allnutt squeezing Taylor wide, side by side to second. Sparrow gets P2, Allnutt slips back to third, and Wadley, Page, Pashley, Whittington, Uncle Tom, Copley and all have caught the leaders, and with 90 seconds to go, it is game on for the race win. TKM straight they come. You could throw a postage stamp over them. They're that close. Allnutt defends in the Kimbolton corner. Oh, he runs wide on the exit. He's going to have to defend now. Sparrow's on him like a tramp on chips down the main straight into Stowe corner. Through the willows. 1 minute to go. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 carts. All in line. Oh, at the back of that group, somebody goes wide. That, I think, was Christian Brearley. Very wide, so we're down to only 11 carts. Only 11 carts battling for the win as we approach the final 2 laps of this race in TKM Extreme. Allnutt leads. Sparrow is second. Taylor third. Page fourth. Wadley is fifth. And Whittingham is sixth. Then it's Pashley. Stockford. Hesketh in ninth, Reeve, Smith and Moore. They're your lead group. Hesketh goes for a move at the back of the pack. Now, that's slowed them down. We're down to 2, 4, 6, 8 for the win. Into Derricks, 10 seconds after the race clock. Next time around, we'll get the last lap board. Matthew Allnutt's got to make the rear bumper of that Tim Wilson Motorsport number 36 about as wide as a stretch limo, because he has got attackers from all angles heading his way into Kimbolton corner. Adam Sparrow lines him up as they come on to the last lap. Allnutt defends the inside line. Sparrow swings wide into Stowe corner. He's going to try the undercut into the willows. Has he got the track position? Not quite. Through the willows we go. Taylor third, Page fourth, Wadley fifth, Whittingham sixth. Now Page swings to the outside going to Derricks. Oh, that nearly opens the door for Wadley. Here comes Sparrow. He's lining up the race leader for a move out of Dan Weldon corner. Up the TKM straight we go. He's got to hug that white line as the race leader. He swings out at the last minute to get the racing line into Kestrel's. And there's no room at the inn for Adam Sparrow as they come out of the last corner. It's going to be a drag race. Allnutt and Sparrow to the line. Matthew Allnutt takes the win, and a sporting handshake between him and Adam Sparrow right at the end. The gap, 1/10 of a second. Great TKM Extreme race. Matthew Taylor finishes third, Page is fourth, Wadley is fifth. Check this. The top 5 separated by 7/10 of a second. They weren't that close on the rolling lap. Lee Whittingham finishes in 6th position. James Pashley, the championship leader, comes through in 7th. Joe Stockford is 8th, Harry Moore 9th, and Joe Reeve-Smith rounds out the top 10. Theo Hesketh comes in 11th, and 12th for Christian Brearley. The top 12 separated by 2 seconds. The rest of the top 20 were as follows: Michael Cornell 13th, Kai Springfield 14th, Ethan Newsham 15th, James Ogden in 16th, Archie Strong 17th, Sam Fowler 18th, Austin Mundin 19th, and Max Goldsmith rounds out the top 20. Kyle Sproat and Ryan Cole, who entered today second and third in the points tables, they finish 24th and 25th. Their championship bid all but over, with 1 weekend of racing remaining. That was TKM Extreme Final from Kimbolton, and that concludes the racing for today. I think it's fair to say that the TKM Extreme class provided one of the highlights of the day, if not the entire season. Race winner Matthew Allnutt, second place driver Adam Sparrow, and Matthew Taylor, who finished third, in their own inimitable style, tell us all about how that race unfolded.
it's a kind of a combination of been working hard over the course of about the last 18 months, just trying to get back on the pace again. We've been struggling a little bit, and with the help of a good car and a decent motor and Tim Wilson Motorsport, I've managed to put it on the top spec today, and I'm really tough, really pleased.
It was a tough race. Everyone had so much good pace at the front end, and I've been around this circuit so many times, but still Matt could edge it on in the final.
Went for a little dive on Matt, didn't quite work off. Had a go. But yeah, then obviously dropped back to third, and it was a bit hectic trying to keep that third.